We're here today with our law enforcement partners to announce federal criminal charges related to the death of the actor Matthew Perry. Following Mr. Perry's death in October of last year, law enforcement, my office, and our partners represented on this stage began an in-depth, wide-ranging investigation. That investigation has revealed a broad, underground criminal network responsible for distributing large quantities of ketamine to Mr. Perry and others. This network included a live-in assistant, various go-betweens, 2 medical doctors, and a major source of drug supply known as, quote, the Ketamine Queen. We charged 5 defendants in this matter. These defendants took advantage of Mr. Perry's addiction issues to enrich themselves. They knew what they were doing was wrong. They knew what they were doing was risking great danger to Mr. Perry, but they did it anyways. In the end, these defendants were more interested in profiting off Mr. Perry than caring for his well-being. Ketamine is a controlled substance. It has some legitimate uses, but it is also used illegally. It is used by people seeking to disassociate from reality. It can cause serious health effects, serious health problems, including loss of consciousness, including spikes in blood pressure, and including respiratory issues that can deprive the brain of oxygen. For that reason, it is a drug that must be administered by medical professionals, and the patient must be monitored closely. That did not occur here. This investigation focused on who supplied the ketamine to Mr. Perry. As many of you know, Mr. Perry struggled with addiction in the past. And on many occasions, he sought help for his addiction issues. The investigation revealed that in the fall of 2023, Mr. Perry fell back into addiction, and these defendants took advantage to profit for themselves. The 2 lead defendants in this case are defendants Salvador Plasencia and defendant Jasveen Sangha. Over 2 months, from September to October 2023, they distributed approximately 20 vials of ketamine to Mr. Perry in exchange for $55,000 in cash. Defendant Plasencia saw this as an opportunity to profit off of Mr. Perry. He wrote in a text message in September 2023, quote, "I wonder how much this moron will pay." He also stated in text messages that he wanted to be Mr. Perry's sole source of supply. He wrote in a text message that he wanted to be Mr. Perry's, quote, go-to for drugs. As a doctor, defendant Plasencia knew full well the danger of what he was doing. In fact, on one occasion, he injected Mr. Perry with ketamine, and he saw Mr. Perry freeze up and his blood pressure spike. Despite that, he left additional vials of ketamine for defendant Iwamasa to administer to Mr. Perry.
Jasveen Sangha, a 41-year-old woman, has been arrested in connection to the death of actor Matthew Perry. Sangha was charged in an 18-count superseding indictment, primarily for distributing ketamine to Perry, who died at the age of 54. Known as the Ketamine Queen within North Hollywood circles, Sangha allegedly had a reputation for dealing drugs to celebrities. The charges against her include conspiracy to distribute ketamine, maintaining a drug-involved premises, possession with intent to distribute both methamphetamine and ketamine, and multiple counts of ketamine distribution. On August 15, just hours before her arrest in Los Angeles, Sangha shared a post on social media showcasing her new haircut and color. Her Instagram account displayed a lavish lifestyle, reportedly funded by her narcotics business. She frequently posted pictures from luxurious vacations in Mexico and Japan, adorned herself with high-end jewelry from Van Cleef & Arpels, and wore designer clothes and shoes from brands like Louis Vuitton and Chanel. Additionally, Sangha shared images of herself enjoying caviar in private jet lounges at LAX, reflecting a life of luxury. Sangha, who holds dual citizenship in the United States and Britain, hosted extravagant parties for her friends in Hollywood. Despite her criminal activities, she often emphasized the importance of family in her social media posts. In February 2024, 4 months after Perry's death, Sangha posted selfies from a beach in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, where she was seen relaxing with cocktails by the pool. She also frequently highlighted her health and wellness practices, which included using 4 drips to recover after late-night partying and promoting sound healing as a way to cleanse the heart and soul. 2 weeks after Perry's death from a ketamine overdose, Sangha traveled to Tokyo. She indulged in lychee martinis at the Mandarin Oriental Hotel, where suites cost nearly $2,000 a night. Sangha is one of 5 individuals arrested on August 15 in connection with Perry's death on October 28, 2023, a tragedy that shocked fans worldwide. According to the indictment, Sangha was known in her community for dealing only with high-end clients and celebrities. Sangha allegedly used her North Hollywood residence, referred to in the indictment as the Sangha Stash House, to store, package, and distribute drugs, including ketamine and methamphetamine. The indictment also reveals that Sangha was aware of the dangers associated with ketamine misuse. In 2019, she reportedly sold ketamine to another customer, Cody McClory, who later died from an overdose. After learning of McClory's death, Sangha reportedly searched online for whether ketamine could be listed as a cause of death. Sangha's involvement in Perry's death appears to be substantial. On October 11, 2023, she allegedly messaged defendant Eric Fleming via Signal, claiming that her ketamine was of high quality and offering a sample to Perry. She stated, "It's unmarked but it's amazing, he take one and try it and I have more if he likes." On October 24, just days before Perry's death, 25 vials of ketamine were reportedly purchased from Sangha, with ketamine lollipops included as an add-on to the large order. Upon learning of Perry's death on October 28, Sangha allegedly called a co-conspirator and instructed them to delete any digital evidence from their cell phones. When her home was raided in March 2024, police discovered a vast amount of evidence related to her drug dealings. According to an affidavit filed by DEA agent Tyler Abrego, the raid uncovered nearly 2,000 grams of methamphetamine, 79 bottles of ketamine, and various other narcotics. A handgun was also found among the seized items. Sangha was identified as a large-volume drug dealer by the DEA, LAPD homicide detectives, and the U.S. Postal Inspection Service. Her cell phone, which was confiscated during the raid, contained conversations related to selling pressed methamphetamine pills and ketamine. In one text exchange, she requested a payment of $958.51 to her PayPal and warned the buyer that the drugs were double strength. Videos recovered from her phone reportedly showed her cooking ketamine. In addition to Sangha, Dr. Salvador Plasencia and Mark Chavez, Perry's live-in assistant Kenneth Awamasa, and drug dealer Eric Fleming have also been charged. Legal experts suggest that Sangha could face a life sentence for her role in Perry's death. Nima Rahmani, a former federal narcotics prosecutor, stated that Sangha, as the source of the ketamine that killed Perry, could easily receive a life sentence. Rahmani emphasized that this high-profile case could serve as a warning to both doctors and dealers profiting from distributing ketamine. United States Attorney Martin Estrada condemned Sangha and Plasencia, stating that they prioritized profit over Perry's well-being. He stressed that drug dealers who sell dangerous substances are gambling with people's lives for the sake of greed. Estrada further noted that the prosecution of drug dealers responsible for deaths sends a clear message that they will be held accountable. LAPD Chief Dominic Choi praised the coordination and hard work required to bring those responsible for Perry's death to justice. He acknowledged the dedication of LAPD detectives and federal partners in making the arrests, emphasizing the harm that narcotics can cause in communities. Choi expressed satisfaction that the collective efforts led to the arrest of the individuals involved in Perry's untimely death. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more updates on celebrity deaths and news updates.